Breath Leaders, welcome back to my channel. Today we're back in Ogle. Sign says industry. Right, the next village is industry. We are in Ogle. That's the famous wooden house. Famous wooden house with the architecture of colonial days in Ogle. So I wanted to show you a little bit more of Ogle. These guys are selling shrimp. Morning. Fresh shrimp from the Atlantic Ocean. These guys are selling here at Ogle. And crabs. Those look crabs. Right, so these guys selling crabs and shrimp on the side of the road. This is the gas station in Ogle. And the price of gas is $219 per liter for a regular. $219 is about $1 US. So that price works out to be about $4 a gallon. Let's cross over to the other side. So what I want to do today is to show you what is happening in Ogle. This is east on the Rupert Craig Highway. Right, that's the Ogle gas station for reference. Next major traffic light in the distance, that's Ogle Road. I want to show you this neighborhood in Ogle. Now, right at the bridge there's a culvert. That's where the old road, the old entrance to Ogle used to be. Referred to as Ogle Old Road. And in the distance where the traffic light is, that's where the current road into Ogle is. And that's where the bypass. I was said in the last video where I showed you the bypass, East Coast bypass. East Coast bypass would enter that's the entrance to Ogle is at the traffic light. And here is where we are. So this is an abandoned house here in Ogle. Like I said, a lot of people left Guyana during the 1980s, 1990s. And 2000s. In fact, there are people who are still leaving, right? They're still leaving Guyana even now. But this is what they left. So this is a home, most likely of somebody who left Guyana and did not leave it with the caretaker. But this one is a new home that's being built by people who are returning. So Guyanese who are returning from Guyana are actually from the US or from Canada, from Europe, are building homes like these. And this one actually has solar panels on the roof. This is Ogle, like I said, in the distance, or on the other side, right, the next street over is where the old Ogle Road used to be. And on this side, these are new homes. People have remodeled or modified the homes that were here, built them bigger, right? So this is what's happening in Ogle. I've showed you some of the housing development in the neighboring community, the neighborhood next door, where they're building those condominiums. That's Oleander Gardens, and just in the next block, this is Ogle, right? And I'm showing you now that not only are they building condominiums, but people are also renovating, modifying, and rebuilding single-family homes. There's a puppy. Say hi. Say hello. Say hi. Say hello. Good morning. So this is what's happening, guys, in Guyana. People are returning and building. Morning. Making a YouTube video. Making a YouTube video. Pardon? No, I did Oleander Gardens, and now I'm doing this. It's called Shamrock. Right, so what happens is I have Guyanese living in New York and London and Toronto. People are asking me, they want to come back home where they can live. Right, well, I'm telling that there are people who have come back and they've built their own homes. They have to come back and build homes like the people who came back. So I'm just showing them what it is. I'm just showing them the neighborhoods. I'm just showing people in the US and Canada and the UK what these new neighborhoods look like. Pardon? No, I'm just walking on the streets. I'm not visiting the houses. I'm just showing you the neighborhood. Pardon? There's no pictures, it's video. I'm taking a video. I'm taking a video of the neighborhood. There's not any particular house. So guys, this is what the neighborhood. Lady is telling me that I need permission to be walking through her neighborhood, and I'm not so sure that is the case, but we'll see. This is what these neighborhoods look like. So over in Oleander Gardens, we saw that that's the neighborhood with the most condominiums being built. But here in Shamrock Gardens, according to her, this is the name of the neighborhood, Shamrock Gardens, there is a different thing happening. There are people who have left and went to live abroad and are now returning to build their homes. And this is what some of the people who've returned have built, right? This is an example of a home that has not yet been rebuilt, right? This is just give you a feel for the size, right? This is probably somebody who left here a long time ago and probably migrated to somewhere in North America or Europe and hasn't yet returned, but over the years the property probably was not maintained, fell apart. I'm pretty sure there are people who still own it. It's not abandoned, but that's what it looks like at this stage. And I'm sure somebody's going to recognize it and probably come back and start building, because that's what's happened in previous videos. to people who've seen my previous videos. But this is what's happening, guys, in these neighborhoods around Ogle. Right, we're in Ogle, and I'm told that this is called Shamrock Gardens. So people have come back and they're rebuilding the homes that they have abandoned, that they've left, and coming back home to retire. So it's not just condominiums, although that seems to be what is popular in the next neighborhood west of here, right? The neighborhood west of here is called Ogle Gardens, and that's where they're building lots and lots of condominiums. At least I see about 5 or 6, I counted 5 or 6 condominiums. But in this neighborhood, people are building single family homes. This one is under renovation. You can see some doors are off. It's a pile of sand. So somebody is in the process of renovating this neighborhood. And behind it, you can see there's a house, new construction, right? So this is what's happening, guys, in this neighborhood of Shamrock Gardens here in Ogle, right? Ogle. This one has an old swimming pool. So this is a old build. This is not a new build. This is an old build. A house that was probably built in the 1980s or 1990s. Because based on the architecture, I've discussed the architecture before in previous videos, how you can recognize the decades when the houses were built. Right, this one is definitely new construction, recently built, and this one is still under construction, much more of a modern architectural neighborhood. This is when we passed on the other side, and that's a new, in fact, 2 new builds. This one has solar panels on the roof. So this one is still under construction. You can see 3 stories, much more of a rectangular structure, and still under construction. They're putting in a lot of glass windows, floor to ceiling, or very large windows. And next door there's a pool house and a pool. Right, there's a small swimming pool there in the foreground. Right, this is the house we saw on the other side of the back side of this house. Panels on the roof. Shamrock Gardens, I'm told it's called. But this is it, guys. This is what's happening in this neck of the woods. For those of you who wanted to see outside of Georgetown, what's happening outside of Georgetown, there is still a lot of construction going on. And to those of you thinking of returning to Guyana, this is what people who have returned are building. All right, remember by orientation we are at the gas station of Ogle. That's the Shell gas station of Ogle. This is another, well, the same actually abandoned house that we looked at. Right, this is the house in the front. This subdivision. This is the house at the front of the subdivision. So that's it, guys. This is what's happening in this neck of the woods. Just wanted to give you a little feel, a little taste for what's happening outside of Georgetown. Want to see more content like this? Click like and subscribe. In the comments below, tell me what you think about Shamrock Gardens at Ogle, and what do you think about construction happening in this neighborhood? Later!